Good morning. Hi everyone. I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. We're here in Naples, Florida at Vanderbilt Beach this morning watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees. And this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me, and we are sitting right in front of a turtle nest. So I'm going to turn the camera around for a second. You can see it is right here. You see the turtle nest? It is no less than 10 feet from where I'm sitting this morning. If you're joining me live, please say hello and let me know if you're crafting this morning. Hi Villic, hi Judy. Thank you for joining me live. I've been adjusting my angle this morning because there were some kids playing here and I didn't want them to be on camera, but they've moved, so I'm going to try to move this around so I can see you without looking directly in the sun. That is better. Hi Elisa, hi Ruthie, hi Melissa. Thanks for joining me live. Hi Chantel, hi Lisa, hi Rachel. Lisa's working on the Morgana, awesome. I am working on sun hats. And oh, Brenda's working on the Kimmy top, wonderful. The Misha dress, I don't know that one. Hi Faye. Thank you, Ruthie. Hi, Karen. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Nikki. This is that cold shoulder top that I bought a bunch of on Amazon recently. When I like something, I like to buy it in several colors when I know something works for me. And this top, the price was right, the colors were great, and the style was great. So it's a cold shoulder top that has bat wings, and it's little bit more fitted in the hip, which I thought was a very nice silhouette for a casual top. I think it would be great over a crocheted skirt or skirts in general, and jeans. I think it's just an overall fun top, and it was under $15. If you're interested in it, you can find it in my Amazon shop, which is amazon.com/shop/Kristin Omdahl. And this is the brightest color that I ordered. They're orange, and I'm still on the fence about whether or not it's too bright, but I like it, but I'm debating soaking it in a weak bleach bath to see if I can mute the color a little bit. So this is my first time wearing it, and I'll have to decide by the end of the day if I feel comfortable or not comfortable in such a bright orange, but I kind of like it. I asked Marlon, he said it was awfully bright, but I kind of like it, so we'll see if it grows on me. I see some people like this color. Awesome, well I'm glad I could show it to you then. It's so hard to see colors on a website, so sometimes it's helpful to see it in, not in person, but I guess a live video is a little better than a studio shot. I have a Blue Danube color Be So Fine crochet skirt that's a pattern coming soon that I thought was going to look really beautiful with the orange top. So that was the reason I bought it. So I figured today wearing dark denim with it was a good test to see if I'll like styling it with the blue crochet skirt. Mona's working on the Fantastical vest. Awesome. Hi Melissa. And I'm working on a knot. I made the terribly wrong mistake, which I know better, of pulling on a tangle this morning because I was rushing, and by doing so I made well, first of all, I saw my yarn tangling and ignored it. Said, oh, it'll be fine, I'll do it later. I want to get a couple more rows done, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And so I waited and waited and rushed, and it got worse and worse. And then I was trying to untangle it and rush to do that before the podcast started this morning, and at the last minute pulled it really hard, which everybody knows that's not how you handle a knot. I teach all the time not to do it, and what did I do? I went and did it myself. Well, I created such a hideous knot for myself now that I have a lot of patience to work on now this morning, and to remind myself to be more patient because I made a doozy. Thanks, Edna. Yes, never pull knots. I know that, Lisa. I know that. You know that. Faye, you know that. And yet somehow every once in a while we get angry, frustrated, or take out other frustrations on our yarn. I know we do that too sometimes. So I needed a reminder today to be more patient, and my yarn, oh, I'm getting better. This was the size of my fist about 10 minutes ago. So something needed to give me a wake-up call to be more patient this morning. And it worked. It stopped me right in my tracks. KB, Karen's trying to be patient today too, yes. Taking a deep breath is very helpful. There's an old quote, when you're angry, count to 10 before you speak, and if you're really angry, count to 100. Not that I'm angry, but I think that's a good one. So I'm going to keep working on this and talk to all of you. I see several people are crafting this morning, and that's awesome. Lisa's, yes, patience is, you know what, patience is a virtue, yes, but it's also something you can work on. It's not something that either comes to you naturally or it doesn't. I think it's a skill that you can work on. So being aware of it and consciously trying to work on it is a good thing. And sometimes it's little tedious things like this that can remind you. No, today I'm not at Barefoot Beach. I usually can't go to Barefoot Beach because they don't open till 8 and we start the podcast at 7:45, but sometimes I'm on the north end of Barefoot Beach at the border of Bonita Beach, but today I'm at Vanderbilt Beach. I suppose it's listed as Bonita Beach on the YouTube location thing. Okay, I found a little knot. I got it. I'm even doing this without reading glasses on. Yay me. Oh, see I pulled it again? Water is extremely calm today. It was yesterday too. Oh, there's something. Oh, I don't think it's a dolphin. I think it might be a manatee. It's all the way over. Let's see, I'm going to turn the camera around so I can look with you and I'll help you find it. Do you see that bump in the water? There's definitely oh, you see something bumping above the water? There's two of them. I think they're manatees. So they're not going to look like much. They're not going to breach like a dolphin. Let's wait for a second and see. Oh, Sherry, the thing, there are state parks that are beaches, and no, you cannot be at the beach. Oh, did you see that? Did you see the flipper? There's a flipper on him. So that, I'm pretty sure that those are manatees out there. Can you see them? Okay, so the state parks open at 8. Okay, good. Somebody saw them. Wonderful. Okay, we'll flip the camera back around then. Here we go. Yeah, that was exciting. So we saw manatee so far today. That's good. When the water's calm like this, it's so easy to see things bump the surface. So maybe we'll see a dolphin too. Or a sea turtle. Anything would be good. Faye saw something awesome. Good. There's fish fighting too, which means something's attacking them. Yeah, so when the water's super calm like this, it's awesome for being able to see what's going on underneath the surface. So back to someone's question, there are state park beaches like Barefoot Beach and Lover's Key, and they have hours with a gate, so you can't get in before 8 a.m., which I think is ridiculous, and you have to leave by sunset there. Then there are, like this beach even, Vanderbilt Beach, the regular parking structure doesn't open till 8, which is why sometimes it's hit or miss for me to find street parking here. But then at Bonita Beach, there's a lot there that opens at sunrise, and it's usually easy to get a parking this time of year. Hi, Sherry. Thanks, Donna. Hi, Monica. Hi, Jane. No worries. Hi, Bianca. Hi, Christy. Thanks everybody for joining live. Yeah, so it's super calm here this morning. It looks like lake water more than Gulf water, doesn't it? And it's crystal clear. Even at the angle of me sitting down, I can see into the water. Let's go look. I'll show you guys how crystal clear the water is. Flip the camera around again. Can you see how clear that is? Look at my feet. I'm in ankle deep water and you can see straight through my feet. You can see, and looking that far out, you can see everything on the bottom. You can see the ripples in the sand. And if you look, it stays that way all the way out. I'm in jeans though, so I'm not walking out and getting my pants wet for it. The water is extremely warm too. I would guess that that's over 90 degrees. Yeah, the water is really gorgeous. So crystal clear. So if you walked out there like to go swimming, it'd be clear all the way out. On a day like today, it would be just clear all the way out, which is fun until you see something you don't like, right? Morning. Christy, sometimes the East Coast has clear water too, but the East Coast never really gets this calm, I don't think. Even when it looks calm, it still has that undercurrent of the waves. It gets calm, but not like this. No, an ocean is a much bigger body of water, meaning East Coast Florida, I assume is what you're talking about. And the Gulf of Mexico is much shallower and much smaller in comparison to the Atlantic, so it never, they never look the same. 68 degrees in Lake Michigan, yeah, I bet. No, it gets over 90 here in the summertime in the water. Thanks, Lisa. These are the fine chandelier earrings. This is in colorway Blue Danube. I've made them in bling, but I've been so busy the last couple of days that I've made the earring component for 3 other colors, including 2 bling colorways and 1, I think I did Lilac Memories Be So Fine also. But I just haven't, I've been basically home to shower and sleep for the last few days and have not had the chance to put the jump rings and French hooks on them, but I hope to today, and we'll have 3 new pairs of earrings to wear this week. Somebody just asked if I'm on the Gulf. Yes, I'm on the Gulf of Mexico. We're as far south as you can go on the west coast of Florida, in Naples, Florida. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Yeah, it's a really bright orange. Yep, I'm at Vanderbilt Beach. Thank you. The colors are pretty this morning too. There's a little bit of pink in the sky still. It was really pastel when the sun first came up, but there's some pink in the clouds still, and then the greenish turquoise and the blue turquoise all the way up to a beautiful blue at the top of the sky, and the water just reflects all of it. So pretty. Thanks, Christy. So this is the orange. When you go to the listing at my Amazon shop, I think there's only 1 orange of the top, so it's pretty easy to find. There are several purples, which is why I've talked differently about the purple top that I wear, but the orange, there's only 1, so it's easy to find. Did Marlon play tennis on 4th of July? No. Oh yeah, they trained for half a day yesterday, mostly because they have a tournament coming up this weekend and they really can't take a day off. They have to keep their timing up. Thanks, Peyton. I just did little mini French braids for like my bang portion of my hair and left the rest down with some sea salt spray in it. How did I choose to live here? The weather, for sure. Hello, Bruce from Brazil. I chose this area for weather, for sure. All right, we'll get back to my knot until anybody has any other questions. I was working on hats, but hi, Karen from Singapore. Can't work on my hats until I work on my knot. Oh, someone asked how the book is coming along. My first round with the editor is in progress, so waiting on her to come back to me with her first round of edits, which means I will then revise the patterns, and from there we will both look at the revisions and okay them or not okay them. And she's also editing all of my charts and my schematics and my sizing, so should take her a little bit of time to get through all the patterns. Oh, the knot is in the yarn. I can't even crochet until I get through. This is all that's left of the knot. It was like this big this morning because I was very impatient last night and decided to ignore the fact that there was a knot starting, and I continued to work and pull on it, and this morning in frustration pulled hard on it. And yes, I knew better, and I did it anyway. I am in Naples, Peyton. Mary's working on an open weave cardigan. Awesome. Yep, I'm sure you have, Jane. We've all been there. That's why I'm openly admitting it, because I like people realizing that they're not the only ones. There's comfort in knowing you're not the only one that makes the same repeated silly mistakes, right? And I just realized life is trying to remind me to slow down today and to have more patience. And more times than not, if you slow down and increase your patience, you can get out just about any knot. But it involves patience. The more you pull on it, the more likely you'll never get it out, right? Oh, Sherry's working on the birch vest. Yeah, that's a really fun lace pattern at the bottom. Ah, Gail's steeking a sweater for the first time. Exciting. I bet you're a little nervous too, huh? Conceptually, it feels nervous the first time, but I think you're going to absolutely love it once you do it. Yes, I have seen sand dollars here. In fact, at this very beach, when Marlon was younger, we found so many on the seabed while we were out in the water that we could pick them up and stack them like pancakes on our hands. It was wild. And while they're still live, when they're out in the water, the little hairs on the bottom wiggle like feet. It's really cool. But, you know, when they're live, obviously you leave them in the water. I don't go out in the water that much anymore, so I haven't been out there to see them. And I'm not even sure what time of year it is that they're so abundant, but there are times of the year when we have tons and tons of them here. Oh yeah, I'm not going to tell you that secret yet. I'm doing some beach photography for a new project, but you'll find out that's pretty soon. What is a sand dollar? A sand dollar, it's a sea creature. Does anybody have a better scientific explanation for Lotta about what a sand dollar is? It's not a seashell because it is living. They're about this big, and they have, well, they can be bigger too, but they're generally round and they have a little design on them. It's a crustacean. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a crustacean. And you can Google it. If you Google it, you'll find it. Ah, Cindy's boyfriend is a Jacksonville native. Florida is so long that, would you believe Jacksonville is 6 hours north of me? Yeah, similar to a starfish. That's right. They are. Steeking is a way of cutting your, it's mostly done in knitting, but I believe I've seen people do it in crochet as well. It's a way of working in the round to make a sweater or other project and creating holes like for arms or different things by cutting the fabric after it's knit. You can Google that too and see all sorts of information on it. But you have to know where to cut, and you have to be pretty patient and accurate about what you're doing and know what you're doing. But it's a really fascinating technique once you know how to do it. Well, my knot is getting smaller. So I guess that's something. Oh, Donna, I'm so glad. Yeah, I bet you would be homesick if you loved this area. I know when I've had to live landlocked and not live by the water before, I've always missed being near the water. Thanks, Dave. When I lived in Israel, I happened to live on the Mediterranean Sea, and that was the closest I ever got. And I remember when I came back to the States, I came back to Michigan first, and I was totally landlocked and was so sad and just said, I've got to get back to the water. So when I had an opportunity to move to Florida, I moved here, pretty coastal, and my goal is only to get closer to the water again. I would love to live on the beach again one day. That is definitely my dream. Knots are, yes, exactly, Lotta. The knot arrived in my life to tell me to slow down. I agree. Have you seen any sharks here? Oh yeah, I've seen sharks here. I've been shark fishing. I have caught sharks. I have seen sharks. There's even a little later in the summer, this particular beach actually, right outside the lip of the shoreline, there will be dozens of baby nurse sharks because the mom nurse shark uses this area as a nursery to teach them how to fish. And it is wild and crazy and cute at the same time, and I only hope that I will be able to share it with all of you when the time comes. So keep looking for it, and as soon as I do, I will share it with you. Well, beautiful and ugly are subjective, Mary. Some people love sharks. My son happens to love them. And they are fascinating creatures. You know, they've been around since prehistoric time, which is always impressive when you realize that some animals have made it and some haven't. And so you have, and I have a respect for them for being so hardy. I am also terrified of them from watching Jaws so many times when I was little. But they still are magnificent predators. Yes, I have been to Nassau and Cape Canaveral before, many, many years ago when I was a teenager, I think. No, maybe a young adult. Very cool there. Have you heard of a relief stitch? Yeah, post-relief stitches in crochet, absolutely. Yep. They're also called post stitches, I believe. And if that's what you're talking about, I have several videos on how to make them on my YouTube channel here in my Crochet Encyclopedia of Stitches, and you can also see them in my How to Crochet page on my website. Someone said alligators have been around long like that too, and that's true. That is true, and as much as they are scary, they're also magnificent predators and hardy prehistoric animals. That's something that my son has taught me. My son's taught me to appreciate them, even though they've always been monsters to me since a little girl, meaning sharks and alligators. I love it when someone comes into your life to teach you to appreciate things that you didn't appreciate beforehand. I think that's really awesome. I was blown away the day he told me he loved those animals. Okay, this is looking better. Look at this. It's getting there. Hi, Annie. Yeah, so if you're at home and you come across a giant knot that you ignored like I did, or that you pulled on like I did, here's the thing. Find something fun to do. Like I'm talking to all of you and enjoying the beach, so I'm comfortable other than the knot. So find yourself, put yourself in a place where you're comfortable or happy or distracted, and just decide that it doesn't matter how long it takes to fix it, and you'll be amazed at how easily or at how much progress you'll make. So if you're sitting there and angry about the mistake, angry about the knot, and not comfortable, set it down and come back to it But once you are ready for it, once you can come back to it in a pleasant, with a pleasant frame of mind and can be pleasantly distracted, you'd be amazed at how much progress you'll make. Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to spend the time to do it, you can certainly cut it, but I like the lesson in patience. It depends on the mood, right, Raina? There are times when I'll cut my knots out and throw them out. But I don't have scissors this morning, and I thought it was very interesting that just when I was about to go live and talk to all of you and not have scissors, that I was going to be stuck with a knot, and I thought, you know what? This is a sign that I'm supposed to own up to it this morning, and I'm glad I did. It actually feels good accomplishing this. Sometimes it's fun to accomplish a little problem, right? I didn't bring them. I could have brought them, Dave. I just didn't bring them this morning. Who knows? I have a lot of patience too, Lisa. I think that I'm a relatively patient person, but occasionally I'm just not in the mood for a knot. And then sometimes I am. But most of the time, I'm good at recognizing when something's potentially turning into a knot and don't ignore it. The problem is that I ignored this one last night, trying to rush and make this. I wanted to rush and see how far I could get last night on the couch when I was super tired. Oh, thank you so much, Pamela. Pamela bought one of my new project bags. I brought some this morning to show you. Set down my knot for a minute. So we've got a new size bag. We now have this awesome large tote bag that's canvas, and it has Create, Share, Inspire written on one side, and the KO logo with Create, with Create, Share, Inspire on the other side. It's 100% organic, eco-friendly cotton canvas. It's 19 inches wide, 12 inches tall, and it has a 4-inch gusset on the bottom, so it's real flat. It has a 10-inch handle drop, so you can see the scale. It's a huge bag. You can fit tons in it. And then here are the two new project bags. This one says "Life is Short" by the yarn. My logo on the back, and this one says "Create Like No One Is Watching." And these are the same size as the original project bags, 12 inches by 12 inches with the drawstring. And these are organic, eco-friendly cotton. These are, I think, $4.99, and I think this one is $12.99, and they're all available on my website now. So whoever said that, which one did you buy? Sandra ordered one too. Which one did you buy? You bought the larger one, your canvas tote bag? Thanks, Sydney. Sydney. Somehow I superimposed the consonants in your name, and I'm sorry. Darlene's getting ready for Tour de Fleece. Fun! Christy likes the drawstring. Awesome. Create like no one is watching. Yes. Don't worry about what other people think. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business, right? I wish I'd have known that when I was 20. I know it now, and it's so helpful to me to remind myself that other people's opinions of me are none of my business. And so that's kind of where the thought process I had with Create Like No One Is Watching. And that's another reason why I created that Facebook group, because I know a lot of people are afraid to share their posts because they're afraid of people being mean. And so I created this safe zone where everybody can share their photos and talk about the projects they've made and get compliments from like-minded people who can appreciate what you've done. And that is also where I came up with the idea of a bag that embraces that. Create like no one's watching. Create like you don't care what other people think, because their opinion of you is none of your business anyway. Oh my gosh, look at this. We are making some headway. Yes, I have read the Four Agreements. It was a long time ago, but I loved that book. Oh, awesome, Pamela. Yeah, it is a great saying. Okay, I'm making headway, but I don't know in which direction, and now I'm tangled in the bag handle, so that'll be interesting. But as long as I'm moving, I won't worry about it. Yeah, now we're stuck again. That's okay, we're making progress. Yeah, other people's opinions are none of your business. Isn't that life-changing? I mean, I wish we knew that at 15 or 10 or 20 or any age. I guess at 45 it's okay too. I'm not sure how old I was when I learned it, but now that I'm 45, I think it all the time. So I'm definitely living it now. Oh, thanks, Raina. Oh, Darlene, that sounds fun. It's a great goal. Oh, Sherry, I'm so glad. Yeah, when I find good stuff, I love more than anything to share it with other people. Gloria, you're 45 too, or you're talking to someone else who said an age? Now this is weird. Now I've got a weird. Oh, okay, I got it. Thanks, Jane. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yep, sharing's important to me. Absolutely. I think it's really easy for all of us to feel alone with our own insecurities and for some reason I think it's really easy to think you're the only one that has a problem, a specific problem, or the only one who feels a certain negative way. So the more you can share with other people and make them feel like they're not alone, the better off everybody is. Yeah, Darlene, please feel welcome to share your journey with the Tour de Fleece on the Create, Share, Inspire Facebook page, or let's see, maybe in our Ravelry group too. I don't know how to do that, but definitely on the Facebook page if you're there, because I'm sure everybody would like to see that. Oh my gosh, I got untangled from the bag now too. I'm gonna finish this. Oh, we went over on time, shoot. It is, I think that's why I went over on time. So relaxing to just sit here, right? All right, well, we're almost out of time. So let's take this last minute to look at this beautiful view, soak in the colors, soak in the sounds of the waves, and set our intentions for the day. Good morning. Thanks so much, everyone, for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the colors of the beach, the sounds of the waves, chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.